Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcro here, aka Scoop, back with the International Trainers League Season 5, week number 9. And we're taking on Helmy again, Mega Selgor 123, coach of the Wisconsin Weezings. And of course, he beat us in week 1 1-0. And this is our revenge rematch. So hopefully we can come away with a win here. A bit unfortunate things in the match, but it ain't going to stop us from trying to win. That being said, I'm going to go over my team real quick. I'm going to go over both rosters, actually. If you don't know my team by now, then you're just slacking on the coverage here. But we are 6-2, and he is 3-5, I want to say. Anyways, his team consists of Skarmory, Kartana, Milotic, Donphan, Chandelure, Zygarde 10%, which is his Z-move user, Alolan Raichu, Savali, Como-O, Drapion, and Masquerain. Pretty threatening team. Few changes since from week 1. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, we have no changes. Same team as always. Victini, Manaphy, Shaman, Zapdos, Cofagrigus, Nidoqueen, Florges, Lucario, Sneasel, Druddigon, Oranguru. Z-move user being Lucario, my boy. But we don't bring in this match because we just don't. No real reason. Chandelure pretty much stops it. He's got a lot of things that outspeed it. He's got a Skarmory, which could be annoying. But anyways, we're gonna bring some fun stuff this week. First of all, we have Druddigon making his debut, Dragoma. First off, though, we're going to start off, left to right as always. We have a substitute Flame Charge to Victini with Blue Flare and Psychic. So I'm very specially offensive. Flame Charge is just there in case it's late game and I have a sub up and I can pick something off like a weakened Skarmory with Flame Charge. And then I'm basically at +1 speed behind the sub with Blue Flare and Psychic, boosted by the Wise Glasses. Enough speed to outspeed the Como-O. Max special attack, a little bit of HP investment, a little bit of defense investment, a little bit of special defense investment. Very strange EVs, but they make sense because I can take a Alolan Raichu Psychic for days. Can take Skarmory's physical iron or steel type attacks for days, and just things like that. I thought about it. I built a couple teams for this, but ultimately decided to go with this team. Next up's going to be a Calm Mind substitute Manaphy with Scald and Ice Beam. Really the only coverage I needed because of the rest of my team takes care of Milotic pretty well, and he actually doesn't even bring it. So hallelujah, right? Enough speed to outspeed the Como-O. Very defensive with a little bit of special attack investment to Oko some things like Chandelure and Zygarde specifically on the team he brings. It's important with Scald and Ice Beam after rocks damage or a little prior damage, and then basically have to set up to kill anything else unless they're already weakened. Next up is going to be Shaman. Again, outspeeding the Como-O. I packed the Dazzling Gleam for that thing. Energy Ball, Leech Seed, and the Healing Wish. Very specially defensive. This is my answer to Alolan Raichu. Can throw off a Leech Seed on it. Can Energy Ball it. I beat it 1v1. Next up is going to be Druddigon. I got the Rocky Helmet Rough Skin. This is for Kartana, basically, but he actually didn't bring it, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to rock the Stealth Rocks, Dragon Tail, Fire Punch, and Glare. Dragon Tail's there to just phase things around. I am packing some Hazard Stack with Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes, as you'll see on my Nidoqueen in a minute. And this thing's just very defensive and meant to be annoying for Kartana to deal with. But he doesn't bring it, so it's actually pretty useless in this matchup, besides setting up my Stealth Rocks. Next up is going to be Zapdos, which is a U-turn, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice set. And I'm very defensive, but a little bit of speed investment. As you heard me, I only got the U-turn, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice. I meant to have Defog on here. To pack the leftovers with pressure. Meant to have Defog on here, but started the match without it, so I don't have it. I looked over my team and everything right before the match started. So if you look at his team, he does have the potential to hazard stack me, which if he does is very unfortunate since I don't pack Taunt on anything and don't have Defog on my Zapdos. And then we got Nidoqueen here, which is a Shuka Berry variant with Toxic Spikes, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Thunderbolt. The plan is to set up some Toxic Spikes once Drapeon's gone. I didn't really expect it, but since it is here, after Drapeon's gone, I would like to set up Toxic Spikes. But I can knock it out with Earth Power. Sludge Wave does a lot to... I guess Earth Power is the move I'll be clicking most. Sludge Wave doesn't really do anything for me in this match. And then Thunderbolt is pretty nice. Max special attack with the sheer force. Timid nature, speed creeping a few things. And then got a little bit of bulk investment. Shuka Berry allows me to take a hit from the Zygarde, which outspeeds me. But I can take the hit, fire off an attack, and then swap out into something like Manaphy or Shaman to take the next hit. That being said, that's my team for this match, and we'll hop into the replay. Now, looking at his team, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to lead with. And he actually leads Savali. I'm going to go ahead and click the Sludge Wave, and it does hardly anything. And now he U-turns out to Zygarde, which I'm going to take this chance to show off my Shuka Berry and click Earth Power. Does 65%, so really happy with that. I can go into Shaman here, and does hardly any damage. Throw off a Leech Seed here, or whatever I wanted really. But do throw off the Leech Seed right there, and can hard switch out here into Dredagon. Set up my rocks as he goes for the knockoff. Does take Rocky Helmet damage and Rough Skin damage, and I get the Leech Seed damage back. So I'm going to be able to set up rocks here as he goes into the Skarmory. Now, he can set up his own rocks here if he wants. As he does, I'm just going to click Substitute here with Victini because I know he's going to switch out. And now I'm going to hope this Psychic can actually knock him out. But he actually reveals to be Scarf, and I just miss out on the knockout. So I'm going to have to hard switch out again here. Now here's a play that I kind of regret. I wish I would have went to Nidoqueen and sacked it off instead. But I'm going to throw off a Leech Seed here, and I miss. I fucking missed. So that sucks. I'm going to hard switch into Zapdos here to Defog, but he Whirlwinds. So I didn't even get to notice that I didn't have Defog yet. So I'm going to go into Dredagon as he brings me out into it. I'm going to click Thunder Wave as he sets up a fucking Spike. So now I'm in trouble. I'm going to go into my Zapdos here to get rid of these rocks and spikes. But joke's on me because I don't have Defog. So here, this is when I noticed I didn't have Defog. So I just clicked Thunderbolt here, I believe. And now I'm just, like a shitload of hurt. I'm going to U-turn out here on the Savali. Go into Nidoqueen. Shake this thing off as he goes for the explosion. I'm fine with that. Brings in the Raichu. I go into Shaman here, but it's like basically a little too late as he goes for the Volt Switch, which puts me in range of basically anything. I go for the Leech Seed though. Now something I could do here, actually what I should have did there would have been to click the Healing Wish. But he doubles into Zygarde, so it wouldn't have really mattered. And here he can just click Outrage. As he does, takes a little bit of Rough Skin. Unfortunately, don't have my Rocky Helmet. Would have maybe taken him out, or he might have lived on a sliver. He's going to go for the Outrage again, though. Does look to be banded damage. Can take him out here with the Ice Beam. Kind of wish I had a little bit different sets here at this point, or at least had defog on my Zapdos, because at this point he's going to be able to come in and clean up with Raichu. So he's basically going to Raichu another L, wrap me another L, and that's game though. Could have potentially took the Healing Wish from Shaman to Victini on the Skarmory, which would have been nice, but he's going to come away with another win. He's just my kryptonite. I can't beat him. I just can't beat him. So we move to 6-3 with I don't remember exactly what our differential is. 6-3 plus 5 differential, and we look to take on the 9-0 Sydney Sharpedos in week number 10, coached by Gypsy King. So if you're excited for that matchup, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed the battle, also leave another like, comment, subscribe. I'm just joking, but seriously, I'll catch you guys next time for week number 10 against Gypsy King, who is a very competent player. So should be hot.